Hello my YouTube friends. Finally I'm here. I've been postponing this filming ride, YouTube ride for a while. I mastered the art of procrastination, but finally here I am, and I'm headed to the hydroelectric power plant to show you and explain you a little bit about the hydroelectric process, if I can say. And it's not a long ride, it's just 60 kilometers or so, but it's a lot of gain elevation, which means a lot of climbing. But here I am, full YouTube mode. Now I even have a new camera, and this is exciting. I even have two, not only one but two selfie sticks. How about that? The new, bold and bankrupt has arrived. Not that bold, but surely rock bottom bankruptcy. Yeah, that I can relate. And it's a long way to the top if you want to be a YouTube star. So let's get riding. This is the first military checkpoint. Looking for breakfast, and I found this nice restaurant. Nice restaurant. Pool and everything. This is fun. Climbing. Lots of climbing. It's almost 12 and it's hot. I think it is around 35 or something, but it's a tropical heat, so it's very humid. I think that's the worst, but I like being outside, so no complaints. I love green. Damn! So here we are in the hydroelectric power plant project. The official name is Francisco Morazan, known in Honduras as El Cajon. So on this side we have the artificial reservoir. That's what this is all about. And inside that mountain we have 4 Francis turbines. As we can see down there, there is the water coming out of the turbines, the water that already gave her energy. This was built in 1980, started and finished around 1984, 85, something like that. And it's a project that generates around 300 megawatts. There are a few advantages of dams. The first and obvious one will be the electricity that is generated and we need at home and industry and everything. And another one will be the touristic potential. There's a lot of people coming here and in water sports and restaurants and everything that you can build now that you have this lots and lots of water here, and fishing and all of that. And another one is the irrigation, that you can take water from the dam and take it to areas where are normally drier or don't have access to natural sources of water. You can use the water in the dam also for drinking. And another advantage of this hydroelectric power plants is the fact that if water now is profitable, it means money. The more water you have, then it means that you can generate more electricity. Therefore, you have to take care of the river now, because if you don't take care of the river and all the deforestation and you cutting trees and everything, you will lower the levels in the dam. So no water, no electricity, no money. So when something means money, it means that you have to take care of it. So the river basin has to be taken care of, because of now it means water means money. So I think that's an advantage. Now the disadvantages will be like first, the environmental impact. Okay, that will be the first of the list. Then these things cost billions of dollars, so they are very expensive. And in the case of a hydroelectric power plant like this one, which is it generates 300 megawatts, in case of that we have an mechanical or anything that fails in the turbines or whatever, that will mean that you will have lose power in a big city or something. So you're dependent too much on just one big project. It will be different if you have several with less capacity, but if one of them fails, then you don't have this huge impact. And the other disadvantage that I see is that if you have error on the design, or you have a natural disaster, something fails here, you're gonna flood the whole Valle de Sula, or San Pedro Sula. We're talking about thousands of lives will be lost. and that is proven in the past that can happen. It's not just like cheap talking. So we have to consider all of that. Nowadays there's a big discussion about the environmental impact and the consequences of building these huge dams, and obviously there has to be an impact because we are abruptly interrupting, blocking the natural course of the river. So nothing goes down, nothing goes up like normally used to be. Also because you have sediment rich in minerals needed downstream in the riverbanks and in the delta of the river. So there's a difference in the temperature of the water over here and down. And also we have now we have fish farms here and so we not only created this artificial lake, if you want to call it, artificial reservoir, but we only have now an invasive species that it was not here. So the levels of oxygen for the other species, and I'm not a biologist, but you know that that's not helping at all. The human impact as well, because we have villages there and we have to relocate the people. The people needed to move out of their houses because they were living in the area that was going to be flooded. I have a confession to make. This is very serious and very important. In Nick's videos I told you that I worked here in this project for 10 years, almost 10 years. So I work in maintenance and installation and operation of hydroelectric turbines. That's what I have done in the past. And this, let me show you this. There was supposed to be a cleaning device, electrical device with a cable that goes down there and cleans an input of water from 2 turbines, small turbines inside the powerhouse. And I was doing the check. I was checking on just a routine maintenance, just servicing the thing, and yeah, it didn't work. There was supposed to be some micro switch to stop it, but it didn't work, and I flooded the thing. The thing is down there somewhere. I remember watching it go down deep into the water, but it was an error on the design, you know? It was an error. It wasn't needed. It's been working just fine all these years. It's okay. It wasn't needed. Yeah, see? Vegetable powered cyclist. That's good, right? Looks good. We need that energy. Talking about energy. So this is the operation house. This is where that guy over there, who is a friend of mine, controls everything. You receive alarms and you stop and start the turbines. Here you can read, for example, over here, 4 turbines. You can measure the flow here in cubic meters per second. Over here 40, 40, 28, 40. The level on the dam, water on the dam, and interrupters and everything. This is the power substation. In order to reach the proper voltage in the cities, you have to take it a higher, elevate the voltage for transmission and distribution purposes. That's what that's for, the transformer. Now we are inside the powerhouse. Each yellow circle is one unit. On the left we have the control panels and alarm panels, and on the right in a big room there is this high voltage transformers. Here we're going down to see the hydraulic power unit right there, and here we have the shaft, big shaft rotating, and down there is the runner, which is the turbine, and up there is the transformer. Over here we have this big sphere bulb, big bulb, and on the left is the penstock, which basically is a big pipe that brings the water through the mountain to the turbines. The whole dam has a lot of tunnels, and because I work here and I have friends, I was granted permission, even though it's not allowed because of the pandemic. Because you can see here, it's nice, right? Just found a couple of my work partners, and the truth is that after 10 years you get you get tired. You get tired of this. I mean, I remember that 800 tunnel at the entrance before we entered to the powerhouse, that it had a crushing spirit effect on me every morning. After 10 years coming in here, I felt like I couldn't take it anymore. And here I had a lot of benefits. House, I didn't pay any rent and electricity or phone. I had everything, and good salary too. And but I guess that's not everything you need. I mean, I needed a change. I needed a change. Elevator. So let me explain this real quick. There is the water coming out of the turbine. 4 turbines, 75 megawatts each. So when we talk about this kind of project, we talk about generating, producing energy. But what we're really doing is transforming, changing one form of energy to the other. Because we have water, and we have what is called a head, which is our height in which we take the water. So we have the energy, potential energy, in a form of pressure. And then the turbine is a device or a machine that has the ability to transform, to absorb, to harness the energy and transform it in mechanical energy in a form of rotation, and then connect it to a shaft. We can use that mechanical energy. So the shaft is connected to a generator. So technically, or not technically, what we're doing, basically what we're doing is changing form, converting energy from one form to the other, transforming energy. So that's when we talk that is renewable, because we're depending on the water, and it's basically clean energy. Over here, the water is not containing any additives or oil or anything. If the turbines are well maintained, there is no problem at all, and it's really reliable turbines, this ones in this project. In conclusion, I think that we need energy, we need electricity. We are not really willing to give up the comfort of our houses, of our homes, and we need heat when it's cold outside, air conditioning when it's extremely hot outside. So we like to have warm meals and all of that benefit that's come with the electricity. So the thing is that we have to find a way and use the same science and engineering to reduce, to minimize the environmental impact, and I think that is better, instead of having this big dams, this big huge projects, just have small all over the place. I think 5-10 megawatts projects are environmental friendly if we find a way. Sad to say that here in Honduras a lot of projects are not being the human and environmental impact is not really taken in consideration, because of we just want to take profit, we just want money. Big corporations taking over every river to transform it into electricity and take benefit of it. Sadly, Berta Cáceres, for example, died because of activism against the hydroelectric projects that are not really looking after or taking, as I said, taking in consideration the people and the environment. So we have to find balance. That's what I think.